Hello, Taurus. I think the most anxiety in the reading comes from what fucking deck I choose. Honestly. It's not even like I have too many decks. I just sometimes have no idea the message. Okay. Oh. Okay. Hope your day has been good. Or your week, month, year. Life is a fickle bitch. Then there's these beautiful parts that make up for all that awfulness that you have to go through. Okay. Here we go. Okay. We got Cancer, Temperance, Sagittarius, and Gemini that just came out. Oh, Gemini. All right. Okay. So we got this King of Pentacles here, okay? And from the looks of it, he wants to move. Or he was about to move, he was on his way to move. He wanted to move, okay? So maybe this king has been stagnant for a while, or just like, we did have COVID. So like COVID, I said that. Maybe he's been like super isolated, and just maybe he works at home now, and it's hard to move forward, right, when you're at home. But it's like he was on his way forward and then he got stopped and told to fight. So I almost feel like, hypothetically speaking, this would be like kind of back in the day. And like when the war happened, and how everybody was recruited and a lot of people were forced to fight. Now I'm getting also, if you want to go a little bit lighter, Lord of the Rings, right? Where they get all the men to fight at the end. It's like something like that. Like somebody had a plan to move forward. And then the energy was like, you can't move forward. You have to fight. So this really threw them off. Okay. Temperance in reverse. This really threw this person off because they had plans. And it really took a shit on their plans to have to stop and fight. You can't make plans to be moving forward when you're standing and battling. Okay? I'm also getting trench foot. Something might be up with your feet. And it's because in a dimension you're literally fighting. So you're kind of like left outside, you know, like you probably don't have a second pair of shoes. You probably don't have any extra socks. So you're just like stuck in what you're wearing, and it could be coming out in 3D. Dun 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 dun. Tower hits. Dunzo. And then the Lovers. Give me these Lovers. Yeah, I almost feel like somebody couldn't move forward with somebody. Okay? There's the movement forward, but it was like kind of like this with the Knight of Swords. So it's like somebody blocked somebody from getting to somebody. Yeah, like somebody could have been forced to work extra hard, and this work really was like, I'm not going to say it's in vain, but I'm also not going to say that this person was able to put anything away. It's like they kept working and working, and anything they held on to, it's like every penny they made, it went to something. And they could have started to kind of really hate their job because of where the money was going. And, you know, this does bring me to a man that I work with who recently told my sister that he wasn't sending money home anymore. His family lives abroad and in a very poverty-ridden country, and he refuses to send money to them anymore. He's been doing it for over 20 years. And it's so hard to make money these days, and everything is so expensive, and his family just leeches off of him. And so it forces him to work extra hard in vain to produce something for them because they want to sit on their ass and take the money. Right? So maybe somebody was on their way to go and do something. Let's just say, hypothetically speaking. Okay, they were on their way. Like they had made a plan to go and do something. Okay, whatever this plan entailed. Actually, because I'm a genie in a bottle, let's just fucking ask. What does this chariot have to do with? Where was this king going? To friends. And then it was almost like he was thrown off. Like he was told these friends weren't his friends. He was somehow lied to. He knows the truth, but then he was like psychologically fucked with somehow, okay? And he was on his way to friends. Some type of union with people. Other people that obviously he enjoyed, and he got suckered into fighting for something, which completely threw the balance off in his life. Ooh, 10 of Cups in reverse. With the King of Cups in reverse, this is what I'm talking about. So this King of Cups in reverse is obviously the one that derailed the King of Pentacles from moving into some type of happy situation. Okay? He knew or he found out what this man, it was like, this is like male on male sabotage. Like he was on his way to go and do something. And then he was told to fight for something instead. No, you have to stay here and fight. Okay, what's this Five of Wands? Uh-oh. So now we have Justice in reverse with the shadow side. So he was told to fight for something that was somebody else's problem. Had nothing to do with them. And it wasn't even justified. So it wasn't even necessary. There was no reason to fight. But because this King of Cups here has something in his shadow side, he's got some demon. See that demon in the background there? Okay, those people are trying to hide from, but the light is coming on, right? So it's like, I think that this King of Cups has some type of darkness in his soul, and he's got this demon that tells him what to do, and it puts fear in other people. So this person, this King of Cups, might snap. They might go off like a motherfucker sometimes, okay? And he snaps, and when he snaps, that's when this demon comes out. So I think this King of Pentacles is this King of Cups friend. Take it as it resonates, and also change the sex, okay? If like this is your girlfriend, like, not saying girlfriend, I'm saying like just friend, you know, switch the energies. But I think this King of Pentacles is this King of Cups friend. And I think they got put into a situation and they put their happy situation on hold for them. And now from the looks of it, this King of Pentacles is going to get what they wanted. Whoa. What they wish for. Because they've been so patient, okay, and fighting for this other person that their wishes are now going to start to bloom because they had patience, and now that's victory. Like, I'm telling you, man, if you can wait for things, you have no idea the benefit of being able to wait for something and not having something just, you know, delivered, poof, you know, straight to you. Like, that's bullshit, you know, like, oh, you want something and you manifest it in 2 seconds? No, like, this was obviously something that this person wanted to manifest, and they put it on hold to help somebody else. So they put their dreams on hold to fight for somebody else. And now their dreams get to come true because their mission is done now. So it's like they get to move forward now and kind of defend their land. They don't have to defend somebody else now. They can defend themselves and stand up for something. Because I don't think they really wanted to fight for this person. I don't think that that was their destiny. But I think that somebody kind of suckered them in to doing this for them. So they were like, whatever, it's for blah, blah, blah. I'll go and help them one last time and put my plans on hold again to help this person. Anything else? There's the Ten of Pentacles, the Star. So there's the Queen of Swords, Two of Cups, Seven of Pentacles again, Six of Cups. Oh my God, this is so pretty. And there's the Lovers with the Four of Wands, the Hermit. Oh, there's the Five of Wands again, Four of Pentacles again, Justice again. You wouldn't believe sometimes the doubles that come out in readings. So yeah, this somebody was definitely forced to put all their pennies in the bank, okay? And that is transitioning now, okay? It's like somebody gets off the ground and onto the horse, okay? They might not even see this plan coming because they've been hiding for so long. But once they emerge, they're going to realize that their original plan was still the plan, okay? And that union can still happen. That obviously this person is still single, or the job is still available. It could have been a house maybe that you were waiting for, and you put your house on hold to go and help somebody else, to go and move with somebody else, so then you could help them get through whatever they needed to get through. Right? Death is here as well now. So I feel like somebody is really transforming through something else. And you know, that's a good reward for somebody. If somebody went out of their way to do something, like a good Samaritan, they go out of their way to help somebody, I should sure as fuck hope that the universe turns around and helps them through something, right? So that's kind of what I'm seeing. And then the Star with the 10 of Pentacles, with the 2 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles, 6 of Cups, and the Queen of Swords. So now we kind of change from the King of Cups in reverse and the King of Pentacles to the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Swords. So again, take it how it resonates. There's all energies in here, okay? I just have to say it I just have to say it away. That's it. It just doesn't matter. So it's like this wish from the past comes back. Okay? And again, because it's like a man comes back from the past to form this union. Like, I don't know if maybe you guys were friends in the past, or you were together in the past and then you broke up, and then this guy had to go off and do something. I'm getting mainly friends, but again, take it how it resonates, if this makes sense. So, like, I also am getting, you could have had a child together or worked together. Okay? And now you've taken this huge chunk off, which is like, I feel from like 5 to 10 years. Okay? You took off. But the friendship is still there. So I think because you built something with this person from the past, I don't think it's going to be too hard to get back into it again. Right? Like, I don't think, because you built a foundation, so it's like your friend coming back again. So are you really going to be mad? Like, probably not. They're your friend, right? And or you'll just get over it really quick. Like, where the fuck have you been? And then it's like, oh, well, I've had to blah, 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 blah. And then you're like, oh, well, that sucks. Clearly that's why you weren't around. Like, right? Okay, tell me the journey then of these two. There's the Chariot again. Moving forward. It's like maybe you guys sit and talk. Somebody has to get off the couch. Okay, somebody's got to make a move. And that's where everything changes. Okay? Because once this person realizes that they're the ones that have to make the move and that it's time to make the move, they're the ones that have to get off the couch. Okay, and it's probably really hard to get off the couch considering they might have been there for quite a while. So Ace of Swords, 5 of Buds, and the Empress. So this, it's like somebody is ready, okay, to get out of darkness. This Hermit again. Like, there is somebody hiding, okay? Because now they've come up twice. And they're in awful energy, okay? I don't know what they just went through, but it's like they might have lost a lot, okay? And they've been waiting to talk to this Empress. That's the Ace of Swords twice. So they've been waiting to talk to this Empress. They've been waiting to talk to this woman again. Queen of Swords. Maybe because they know that she's legit. And this person obviously knows now that this Empress is ready for something. Maybe, again, this person, maybe neither one of these people were ready. to move forward, right? But it seems like they're down to earth now and they're ready to speak to one another. And then there's the offer, just kind of comes out of nowhere. So I don't know if maybe you guys reconnect somehow. Somebody could email somebody, text message somebody like that. And then there's the contact. And then once the contact is made, then the offer comes out. What's the offer? Page of Buds. The offer is to grow. They want to grow something with you. There's the Lovers again. Okay, so it's official. The Lovers have come out 3 times. There's Scorpio again. So Scorpion has come out twice. You could be dealing with a Scorpio. Okay, but Virgo's here again. Virgo's come out twice. Cancer's come out twice with the Chariot. So definitely somebody is moving forward. Okay, and I think quite quickly, to be honest, once the offer comes out of nowhere, then it's like, are we going to grow? Are we not going to grow? And then somebody kind of realizes, all right, let's put this together. Let's change the dynamic of this relationship. Because that's another thing. Ooh, I'm kind of getting reality bites here. When Troy wants to transition and evolve his relationship with Lelena. But he's only doing it because Lelena's with somebody else. And he gets jealous. Okay? He gets jealous that she's with somebody else. So they have to wait until the right time. They have to wait until he knows for sure that that's what he wants. Because she knows that she loves him, but he doesn't really figure it out until he sees her with somebody else. So maybe you dated somebody else along the way and they saw this, but they know how much you love. There's a difference between you and somebody else, okay? And they might have missed an opportunity with you because, again, they had to go and fight something. But not only that, but they also could have seen you with somebody else. And by seeing you with somebody else, that, I think that sparked something in them. Right? Because sometimes that happens. You know, it's like you're not hungry, but then buddy next door gets a burger. And you're like, well, I didn't know I wanted a hamburger until you just put it in front of my face. Right? It could be like that. Like somebody didn't realize that they were in love with something until it was put in front of their face with something else. And then they were like, well, that fucking sucks. Because I can't do anything right now about this. They might have actually tried to like bud in between you and somebody else. But they didn't. Yeah. I think they knew that they weren't going to be successful if they intruded in your life. Because they wouldn't have been able to give you what you needed. Yeah. There's the King of Cups again. So now he's upright. Ooh, okay. 6 of Cups again with the Moon. So, like, I don't really think you see what's going on. Like, I think that this person from the past, you know, I think they're just going to come out of the blue with this love for you. King of Bongs, like, they love something a lot. And I think they realized, like, the time that they gave to their friend, sure, okay, but it's not the same love. It's a different type of love. So now they're like, bro tchotchke. Oh my God. So now they're like, yo, we can still be bros, but like, I want my hoe. Okay? I need a woman on me. Sure, my bros are always going to be there, but I got to go see about something. Yeah. What's the time? All right. I think I'm going to kind of leave it at that. Yeah. Like, I think this person definitely hasn't been able to get to you. And I don't know if like maybe you moved away from them or you're not close to them anymore, so they can't see you, but they're hiding. And I also do think that there's a huge possibility that once you do get together, you're probably going to hide. All right? I don't know why, but I mean, could be small town. Could be people don't like other people to know their business. Something like that. So they might have thought like you were going to run your mouth before or something like that. There could have been like, they didn't know exactly how you were going to be maybe before, right? Because you might not have been mature enough for it. And they might not have been mature enough for it. They, you know, clearly they chose to put their happiness aside. So maybe they were unsure of their happiness, you know, like really what made them happy. So they were like, you know, until they could figure it out. And like, that's kind of best case scenario, right? Is when you figure it out on your own and you're not just in a relationship, so then you're not alone. Because a lot of people, right? My sister and I actually were talking about this yesterday. You know, when people get married, once they have that first divorce, if they can even do the first divorce, sometimes they jump into the second marriage really quick because they want that stability back. They want that double paycheck back. They want that house back, right? They want that stability back. Doesn't necessarily mean that they want the marriage, right? But they're used to having somebody with them. So then once some people make that third marriage, right? They kind of put it a little bit on the back burner and do it when it's right. Sometimes the second one's a little bit rushed, and then the third one ends up being legit, so it takes a little bit more time to form because this person's realized that their first fuck up, they tried to cover up with the second, but then the second was just to cover up a void that really they needed to fill with themselves. Right? So I think that maybe with this person going off and doing some type of work for somebody else, they had to realize that there was some type of void in their life. And the only way that they could fill that void was they thought they had to help somebody. When really, I think a lot of that energy needed to get put back into them. And realize that, no, it's not about producing things for other people. It's not about going out there and fighting for other people. It's about filling that void for yourself. So then you don't have to fill it with people. Because people aren't always going to be there. Like I met this woman. She's in her 60s, mid 60s, and all her friends are dying. She's like, she's lost, I think, 20 friends now. It's in a small town, so you know, you don't really have the opportunity to meet a whole lot of people, right? So she's like, she wanted to go to the bar with me. She's like, do you want to go to the bar with me? And I'm like, I just worked like 9 hours. I just want to go home and make a tea and, you know, work a little bit on my channel. Like, so, but it was so nice because she's, you know, she's just trying to find people to hang out with. And it's so hard to find people to hang out with. And then when you do find people to hang out with, it's like, it's a lot of work. Relationships are a lot of work, right? So if you find that something comes back around, then maybe it comes back around for a reason. Right? Because maybe some things were stolen from you, or again, like they had to get put on hold. They had to get put on the back burner for a little bit until you could realize your priorities, until you could realize that this is your life and you're supposed to be doing things for you and not really for other people, unless what you do helps benefit other people. But never put somebody on the front burner before you, unless it's your kid. Like you can't really do that. You really have to make sure that you are number one in your life, okay? And if you've got kids, then you might be number 2 or number 3. But always realize that you've got to come before other adults, okay? That's it. There's the Hermit again. Wow. And I do feel like you might have kids with this person. And you know what my mom used to say? Because she's such a bitch. She hated my father, but she was so based on looks, right? And it's the same with my stepmother. My stepmother's only with my father because he's a good-looking guy. If he was fat and ugly, she wouldn't be with him. She would have left him already. She puts him on diets all the time to keep him skinny, right? And my mom actually said to me, because my dad stayed a good-looking man, right? She said to me, like maybe 5 years ago or something like that, I would totally get back together with your father now. I think we could really handle it. I think because they're both kind of like carpenters, she thinks that now all of a sudden, because they're older, that they would get along. And I'm like, you're such a bitch. Like, you fucking hated him. Like, you screamed bloody murder. You talked shit about him. You fucking bashed him. And now you're saying that you get back together with him? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, you fucking, like PTSD'd me by talking about my father and how much you hated him. And now you're like, oh, because he's good looking and he's a good carpenter, I would probably get back together with him. Like, are you just trying to find husband number 3? Because you know husband number 2 is going to die soon. Fucking idiot. Like, I hate when people do that. Like, I would totally give them a shot now. But you didn't want them then when they didn't have any money or when they weren't dressing in Gucci and fucking... You didn't want them then, but now that they're dressing all good, do you want them? Or because they're still good looking, you could probably handle them? Like, fuck off. So stupid. I hate when people are so superficial like that. Like, get over yourself. You know what? People are shitty. They stink. They're full of gases. Okay? They're gross. They do gross things. The body is decomposting all day, every day. And, like, you're just sitting there basing everything off somebody's looks. This guy tells me this story last night. One last thing. This guy tells me the story last night of this woman who got onto a horse and didn't have the right size stirrups. And the horse, somebody came up behind them, so the horse bucked, thinking that he was getting chased or that something was coming up. And this woman's leg went through the holster, and she got pulled on the ground for over a mile before this guy was able to catch up to the horse and stop him on another horse. She almost died. Her entire jaw was ripped off. Okay, one last story. I don't know what that has to do with anything, but I mean, cherish life. Because if you're stupid, you don't put the right stirrups on, and a horse fucking takes off, you could be killed. Like that. Horses are dangerous, man. You gotta be really careful. People are just like, I wanna go on horses. I want a barn. I want a farm. I want animals. No, you don't. You just want the facade of what a farm looks like. You know how much animals cost? You gotta basically have like a vet on the phone. Emergency line. Like, lambs just die. Things get sick. Like, fucking people piss me off. Anyways. Have a good weekend. Peace.